Sometimes the deals that we fight the hardest to win are the ones that teach us the most. I remember years ago we were in a negotiation with a key customer. The negotiation process was quite complex, and the deal that we structured was really built around what the customer's priorities were at the time. We were really proud of the deal that we put together. But then the leadership changed, and so did the priorities. All of a sudden, our contacts started demanding different priorities and different results. It's not because we had failed to deliver what we said we were going to. In fact, we were, but it's because the priorities had changed within the organization. Emails started to go out suggesting that we weren't holding up our part of the bargain, and then of course we would reply defensively. When performance is being questioned and new leadership is in place, you can defend your position all you want, but the perception is already formed. And with perception and a new team in place, whatever that perception is likely going to win. And our contact eventually left the organization, but what was left behind was the legacy of this relationship that was strained. And when I look back on it, there were three things that I felt that we got wrong in that situation, or I got wrong in that situation. First off, the deal was too rigid. Whether you're trying to be innovative or trying to build a new partnership and a new way of doing business, you have to leave yourself some flexibility. You have to leave yourself some wiggle room in order to adjust as the tides turn. There can be new leadership and there can be new priorities in the organization, and you have to be prepared and flexible enough to adapt. We didn't. Secondly, we owned one relationship and not the account. So we'd done such a good job building the relationship with our contact, but we forgot to focus on the multi-layer dimensions of the organization. So when our contact left, essentially so did the relationship. But now we were back to ground zero, trying to reestablish ourselves within the organization. So when you're managing these customers, you need to make sure that you are building relationships with different levels within the organization to ensure that you have that support and you have the awareness being built on what you are trying to do as an organization. The third thing is that we hadn't stress tested the fit. Sure, they were a huge account and we knew that. But when we stood back later and really assessed, could they execute on everything that we were looking for within this agreement? Well, it was clear that it really wasn't structured and the account wasn't really set up to succeed with the way things were and what we expected from them and how the agreement was structured. When you're building these relationships, you need to be sure that both sides can carry through with what they say they're going to do. The recovery with that relationship took a lot longer than I would have liked. But I think the thing is we took the time afterwards to really slow down and figure out what their priorities were and where we had missed the boat. And by doing that, we were able to recalibrate what the relationship needed going forward, what we could realistically expect, and what they could realistically deliver. And I think that in itself helped us formulate a better strategy moving forward. So I think this is an important thing when you're building relationships with customers. You need to make sure that you own the relationship at every level, that you're building in the flexibility to be able to adapt, and that you know your customer well enough to know what they can deliver and what you can deliver through their organization. And you do this before you structure a deal based on the assumption of what they can do and what you can do.